This is the Old 77 Podcast.
Almost. Is it ready to drop? Will it drop? That should be the new game we play. Will it drop?
Will the beat drop? Here it goes. There it goes.
On the Old 77.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Folks. Good to see your faces today.
Nice seeing your smiling faces here.
Buenos
Thanks for hanging out
noches.
with us.
Yeah. Good to have Biscuit back in the studio with us. We missed you last week.
Hey, I didn't.
Big thanks to the big homie Kevin for coming and hanging with us last week. We
Yeah, we had
appreciated
fun with
that.
Kev.
We
Yeah.
always have a great
I
time.
saw he sat in my chair, but he
Yep.
didn't
Yeah.
fill it out as good as I did.
No, no.
So
I
just
mean,
saying
you
there,
said it wasn't
Kevin.
Me. It wasn't me that said it.
Nice
You know,
try.
Apparently, Kevin used to be a real skinny dude back in the day, but
Used to be.
But that was
Used
before.
to be.
Looks like he was sick.
Oh, man. Damn. Biscuit woke up and chose violence.
Oh, always.
But that was before I knew Kev, so I need to have him show me a picture, an old picture of him looking super skinny, and then I could show him an old picture of me looking super buff, and then it'll cancel out.
Two fictitious things.
Hey, I got a picture of
bro.
me looking super fat. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Surprise, surprise.
I was super buff for a hot minute, for like a year or so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool, bro.
Now I'm too busy.
Super buff. Dave was super buff.
I'm too busy. Just like to look at my Instagram videos that somebody has a problem with saying that I have that I overreact or whatever, or
No.
I have a problem with how much you don't fucking watch them.
You know, apparently, just saying.
Fucking horse shit.
For those of us just now joining us, apparently,
Airing
Biscuit
it
sends
out.
gold. to
I
Dave.
do. I send little nuggets of gold on Instagram to Dave
Dave
Jordan
doesn't respond.
every day.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do it in a timely fashion.
I'm glad y'all at least know that I won't respond.
Oh, yeah, dude. I sent you some shit once, and you're just like, nah, I don't look at it. I was like, I appreciate the honesty. Dave
Yeah.
just like, oh, yeah, no, I'll look
Yeah,
at
man,
it.
honestly.
Eventually.
Eventually, I will.
I probably will, too, eventually.
No, I
I'm
found
in
out
the
a long
fucking
time ago,
moment,
man.
though.
I found out a long time ago that like too many notifications on your phone is stressful as fuck. So
Amen.
I only keep the notifications that I have to have.
Like,
Messages like
add Instagram to
Not
it.
Instagram.
call,
Add Instagram
call
to it.
messaging.
Instagram.
Add Instagram, bro, because then you're gonna
So-
be like, when you're because you'll be feeling down one of these days,
Yeah.
and just be like, man, I just need to pick me up. Bink. Oh, what is this? Biscuit sent me something.
Well, now I still have Instagram on my phone, but it's just not set up to give me notifications.
I know.
Now I
Yeah.
completely deleted Facebook because that shit was taking up.
Did you
way
really?
Did you really?
Yeah, it was taking up too much of my time. man.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Nice.
So
That's a hard one to do, you know? That's a hard
Yeah.
one to do.
it wasn't as hard as you would think. It was hard to hit the button to delete it, but like once it was gone.
Did you go through and like at least rip down all of your photos that you put up?
No, because I still have Facebook, but I have to like get on my iPad or my laptop.
Oh,
I
so you
gotcha.
just don't have the app
You just
on
don't
your,
have it on your phone.
I don't have it on my phone.
But you still have an account.
I still have an account. And
I was
Oh,
under
okay.
the assumption you completely did away with
No,
it. And
I
was
just-
like,
Just
holy
like the
cow.
assumption that Dave
Yeah.
would get back to you if you sent him a fucking Instagram
Yeah.
message.
Don't assume
on a
things.
fucking yeah. You know what they say when you assume makes an
Yes.
ass out of you.
And me.
don't
No.
ever assume things.
You know, that's a good lesson. That's a hard lesson to learn as a young man.
Yeah.
Never assume, because as a kid, that's all you do.
You know the
assume
lesson?
left and right.
The lesson I'm trying to teach my kids right now, specifically Clay,
Yeah.
is like he's gotten into this phase, especially at night, where like anytime we tell him to do one of the things that you have to do, like brush your teeth,
Oh, yeah.
he gets super fucking whiny, and it ends up making it like 10 times worse. And I tell him like, dude, if you would just say, okay, Dad, and do it, we would have been done with this 10 minutes ago. But
Yeah.
instead, you're throwing a big fit.
Dude, that took years to get my boy
Yeah,
out of.
it's a hard one.
Years.
It's a hard one for sure.
We had a monster blow up this morning, boy, in
You and
my
the kids?
house. Me and Jonah.
Yeah.
So you just start waterboarding.
Oh,
yeah, that's what
Teach
I
him a
was-
lesson.
God, I'd love to.
Was it before school blow up?
Oh, yeah. So today's the last day of school here
That's
in Jeff
right.
City,
That's
right? And they
right.
were only going a half day. And I told my guy, I was like, hey, because we had an arrangement worked out because he was also getting The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, that new Zelda game that came out.
Dope.
It came in today. He knew all that, right? And I was like, hey, bro, you want to go to school tomorrow? And he goes, no, can I stay home? And I was like, honestly, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But here's what I need you to do. And he was downstairs here anyway. He wasn't in the studio, but he was downstairs. And I
Yeah.
said, I need you to keep things picked up because I just cleaned.
Yeah.
I would like you to stay out of the podcast cooler. Stay out of my drink cooler because I don't have that many drinks. We got what we got, so stay out of that. And he was like, okay. And then I said, while you're here, make sure that you take your bedding that we just washed and put it over in the dryer and put what's in the dryer down in the basket.
Seems simple enough.
That's all I asked. Two things.
Seems simple.
Put the wash in the dryer and stay out of the cooler. That's all I asked. And keep it clean. I guess 3 things. All 3 things were not done. He pulled an all-nighter, had Legos everywhere. He didn't even mess with the laundry, drank some soda.
Yeah.
And I was like,
He checked all the boxes that he wasn't supposed to check.
I come downstairs, man.
Checking boxes.
Soda.
I told you not to do this. And he comes back with, you should have known better than to tell me not to do that.
I love
because
that one.
you know I'm going to do that. And I went, what the fuck?
You're meeting Jesus.
I went, you know what, buddy? School's on. I was like, get your ass upstairs and into the shower. He pulled an all-nighter. He slept maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
Get your ass in the shower. We're having a time right now.
Yeah.
So up in the shower he went. He moping the whole time. I was like, nope. I sent his ass to school.
Yeah.
Then when he got home, his game was here. So I had to bring him home at lunch, and then I had to go back to work. So this whole time, his game's sitting right there, and he's just dying. And I was like, nope, you want to make it right. You got to clean, do everything I asked you to.
Good job, dude.
I should have made him piss me out a new soda, too, but I didn't.
That's good parenting, dude. Because here's the thing with parenting is like, it would be easier for me when my child throws a fit to just be like, you know what, fuck it, we're not going to brush teeth tonight.
I want to do that. I really do. I want to slack.
But you can't do that.
No.
You can't do that.
The problem is if I slack now, in 10 years,
It's gonna be-
he's going to do something stupid, right?
Yeah,
and it's going to
absolutely.
affect everyone now.
Yeah, and if your kid can't understand the basic tenets of being a human, you know, brushing your teeth, flushing the toilet after
Oh
you
my
pee,
God.
which is
Using
another
the
one.
toilet, using the toilet
Yeah.
correctly, that's a big one in my house.
It's a big one for us. Now, is it a big one for the boy or just the girl right now?
Only the girl.
Yeah.
We don't like to wipe.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough one.
At all.
Oh my God, he
Yeah.
used the toilet
I mean,
incorrectly.
at all. We don't use the toilet correctly. So, like,
she's sitting backwards on it. And,
So, like,
I
what
used
does
to
she
do
do?
that.
What does she do at
oh,
school?
that'd be cool.
So I could play with my shit on the back of the toilet, right? I don't want to be there, so I'm going to play with action figures or whatever.
Have I ever told you guys the story of when I was in preschool and I needed a wipe?
Who's going to wipe me?
Yeah, I was in the bathroom. It was my first day of preschool. And, you know, at my house, when I was done pooping, I would yell at Mom, I need a wipe! And I tried that at my first day of preschool,
Yeah,
and
how'd that work?
they weren't very excited about wiping my ass.
See, that's funny because when I was in kindergarten, like, I peed outside. It was no problem because I come from a small town. We could just
Oh, that's it, yeah.
That's
we
what
just
we do at
piss
our
anywhere
house.
we went, right? So I
Yeah.
was at school one day and I just had to go to the bathroom, so I just whipped her out. took
Like,
a
in the
piss.
building?
No, we were outside for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davey peed in
was-
his cubby.
It
I
was
mean, I
in
wouldn't be surprised.
It was in between the swings.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you know, hey.
that's another thing that I've had to make sure that I tell my boys, because at our house, we pee wherever,
Fuck
too.
yes,
And I have to
man.
tell them, like, boys, you can't just whip that thing out anywhere and start peeing. Like, you can do that when you're here, but you can't do that, you know, at Burger King.
You can do that at home. Wait till you get home.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah, man.
Not at the Burger King, kid. Okay?
It reminds me of when
Not at the Burger King.
when COVID was in full blast, and I took that picture of Jack outside peeing on a tree in the middle of the woods, and I said, you know, I think Jack's taking to this social distancing
know?
thing pretty well. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I was built for social distancing.
too,
I
dude.
loved that shit.
yeah, I did too.
I miss the pandemic.
Well, it's officially over.
I know.
Yeah,
I
they're
heard-
telling-
Government
they're-
declared it.
Yeah.
They're telling us at
Gone.
work we got to be there in the office
Oh,
3 days
yeah.
a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you
That's
poor
nice.
guy.
God, so I was at work today. Today's Thursday. You know, everybody was
Thursday.
back. I'm upstairs looking for like rubber bands or something, and a department that is always empty. I mean, there's never anybody. There hasn't been anybody there for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Was suddenly full of people. And I was talking about something. I overheard them talking, and I was like, "Oh my God, there's people here."
Yeah.
And they were bitching about our cleaning crew, and I was like, "I remember that guy." Oh. And so I jumped in and started bitching with them. But the whole
We
time
have something in common.
The whole time they were bitching, they were like, "Why the fuck are we here?
Yeah.
Why can't we do this from home?" And it was like, "Well, you can do it from home, you know, but I don't know why you're here. You've been doing it for 4
Yeah.
years from home."
Right. Well, because we gotta get back to the way
Well,
things used to be.
We also, I don't know if you got this or not. Did you get a CEO letter last night at 7 or 9 p.m.?
a CEO letter. No.
Yeah, so our CEO of the company sent us out a letter last night, like a
Oh, well,
5 paragraph.
I probably
letter.
did. I haven't checked my email in about 3 weeks.
Oh,
Just like his Instagram messages. Huh, it's all fucking adding up.
Those notifications are turned off too. So yeah.
It was basically saying, though, that you're going to start hearing things like, we're out of money and we owe money and don't leave. Like, it basically was trying to, like, preempt people from taking off, is what it sounds like.
That's not good.
Yeah. It's kind of hard for a company that runs on investors to, like, get investors if people are leaving. You know?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, that's great. That's good news.
I know. It kind of, like, the whole time he was like, yeah, there's nothing to worry about. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you're sending this out at 9 p.m. The first line is like, whoa, if you hear something, don't freak out.
It'll be all right.
It's like, yeah, this sounds totally great. I've never seen this before after I got fired because the job was done. Okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen at our place of work.
I don't think it will.
I feel
Our
like
place can coast for
Yeah.
a very long time.
yeah, because I mean, what are they going to do? Stop broadcasting sports?
Yeah, like what they did 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I mean, you know.
He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we were right in the middle of the what was it, Sweet 16 at the time,
Oh,
or
yeah.
the
It was
second
it was in
round,
March,
maybe.
yeah. Oh.
And like they were playing on the court, and they just walked out on the field and was like, or on the court and was like, "You guys are done."
Yep.
And the kid was like dribbling, like, "What?"
I'm done.
Guess we're done.
Yeah, and they had traveled for that game because they were in, the playoffs. So hell, they may have been like from Arizona and they were, in Oklahoma or
Yeah, I
something.
mean March Madness.
They go all over.
Oh, yeah.
There's 4 different cities that they play
Yeah.
tournament games in.
They
and-
go all over for that stuff.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily the city that's closest to your school either. It
You know,
could
and
be-
I don't understand that shit. I don't find joy in sports. I don't understand it enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't care. They're always throwing rules at it.
Yeah.
If you're going to let them have a bat, let them hit each other.
Yeah.
You know?
I
if you're
think a
going to give
little-
them a hockey stick, don't
Yeah.
be upset when they start fighting.
Well, and
But hockey, they're like,
they
fuck
do.
it.
Right.
Till somebody
They do
gets the upper
fight in
hand.
hockey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm cool with
I'm
that.
cool with that.
that's one thing that I do miss about old school baseball because they have changed some rules lately that have made the game not as exciting. And one of the big ones is collisions at home plate.
Yeah,
When-
baseball is so boring.
when the guy's running
It is
from
now.
third to home. And back in the old school days, the guy would just mow over the catcher
Yeah.
and hope that the ball flew out of his glove. Well, now you can't do that. You can't mow the catcher down. The catcher has to give the runner a clear lane and yada yada yada.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
It's a whole thing now.
Sports.
Well, and they also, and I won't go 2 balls deep into the sports, but they have, but they
2 balls or just one?
well,
Strike.
they've instituted the pitch clock this year.
I like it. I do like
too.
the pitch clock.
The games are going by at a brisk pace.
I
now.
like it.
I like the
it's
pitch
better.
clock. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I
think it's a good
think
thing.
that is
So
one
do
thing
you
that
think
is
a
better.
guy who pitches a no-hitter now is better than the guy who pitched a no-hitter back then?
Boy, that's tough, man. Because Bob Gibson was famous for,
Taking his time.
but he was also famous because he was the reason why they lowered the pitching mound. So the pitching mound used to be up higher. And Bob Gibson was mowing guys down just one after the other in 1969, I think it was. And then they changed the rules and they said, you know what, we're going to put that pitcher's mound a little bit lower so the hitters can have a chance. So I don't know. That's a good question, Scott. I mean, guys today definitely throw faster than they used to. Like it's routine now that guys can
yeah.
throw
100
100
miles an hour.
Yeah, whereas like back in the day, the only old school guy I can remember that would hit 100 fairly regularly was Nolan Ryan. When he would throw his fastball, like he could hit 100, but like most of those old guys couldn't.
Nolan
reach
Ryan
that.
was something else, though.
Yeah.
That dude was something. I watched him pitch one of his last, I think, World Series games. The one where he had, the blood on his ankle.
No, you're thinking of Kurt Schilling. Kurt
Okay.
Schilling.
Then maybe that's another guy I'm thinking of. then.
Yeah, he pitched in the World Series in 2004 against the Cardinals.
Yes.
I was at Game 4 of that World Series when the Red Sox won the
Because that
series.
guy, he was old.
He had some kind of surgery or some fucked up shit happen to his foot or his ankle.
he
And
was fucked up.
Because I remember Joe Buck.
But that was one of his last games, too,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, I thought that was.
I remember
Nolan
Joe
Ryan.
Buck mentioning that the shape of the blood on his ankle had matched the shape of the state of Oklahoma perfectly.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know why I remember that.
Way to go, Joe Buck.
Yeah, I know.
You fucking
Right.
loser.
Yeah.
I love Joe Buck.
He's okay.
Yeah.
I love Joe Buck. That guy's so fucking stupid. And he
Boys.
knows it. That's why it's great. That's why
Yeah.
he's great. He can't take himself seriously. If you've ever watched that TV show Brockmire, like, oh
Never
my
have.
God. So it's a horrible TV show. Don't get me wrong. It started off great, ended really bad. Like, the first couple seasons were just fantastic. It was about a dude who used to call play-by-play for baseball for, like, I think it was Kansas, had a meltdown on the air, and they fired him, and now he's trying to get his way back up, right? Like, his wife, he walked in on his wife fucking the neighbor in the living room, and while he was telling this story on the air, it triggered him, and he's grabbing, like, stuff, and he's just drinking. He's like, yeah, so anyway, my wife Lucy was in the house the other day along with the neighbor Bob Johnson, and they were fucking.
Yeah.
One ball, 2 strikes. And he would, like, call
One ball, 2 strikes.
like, you could say whatever as long as you give the count, you know?
Yeah.
So he'd give the count, and then he would be like, anyways.
That's awesome. Now, see, that is one downside to me to the sped up game is that, one of the things that I used to enjoy about baseball
The commentary.
was the commentary and the storytelling. Like, I grew up listening to Mike Shannon, and that dude had so many stories, know.
Oh, God. You knew he was drunk, too, all the time.
So
they
they-
swear he wasn't, but you can't tell me.
So
tell me.
they have to kind of pick their spots now for the storytelling because they can't rely on just guys calling timeout over and over again and shit that guys used to do. But overall, I think it's a good thing. Guys, I have some kind of bad news here.
What's the bad news, Dave?
I'm probably going to regret even saying this on the air
Oh,
because
God.
one or more of our wives might be listening. Oral sex is now.
Don't say it, Dave.
Okay.
Don't say it.
My wife won't be
Don't,
listening, so go ahead and
don't
continue.
you dare ruin this, Dave.
Come on, how much oral are you getting, bro?
Don't you worry about it, Dave.
Oral sex is now the leading risk factor for throat cancer.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's because everybody's drinking fucking Monsters and rock stars,
Ugh.
energy drinks, and pissing pure radioactive urine.
Over the past 2 decades, there has been a rapid increase in throat cancer in the West to the extent that some have called it an epidemic. This has been due in large to a large rise in a specific type of throat cancer called oropharyngeal cancer, the area of the tonsils in the back of the throat. The main cause of this cancer is HPV, which are also the main cause of cancer of the cervix, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, so if you got an STD,
Yada, 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 he says.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you
so
know.
if you got an STD, and you start blowing somebody, you're gonna get
So for this
throat cancer.
for this specific type of cancer, the main risk factor is the number of lifetime sexual partners, especially oral sex. Those with 6 or more lifetime oral sex partners are 8.5 times more likely to develop
those numbers are low.
this type of cancer than those who do not practice oral sex. So,
I'm not worried about those numbers.
I want to know the numbers of the people who don't practice oral sex. Like,
yeah.
what kind of love life do they have?
Honey,
What
honey.
kind of love life?
Honey.
Are they loned? Do they have a lot of cats?
Honey.
I'm just,
honey, if you're listening right now, I want you to know that
This is fake news.
I'm going to pay for your
I'm gonna pay for your chemo.
I'm gonna pay for your chemo out of pocket, honey. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna start working on the weekends. I'm gonna start mowing lawns, at nighttime. We're gonna get through this together, honey.
I'll be with you
We're
there
a team.
every step of the way.
oh my God.
You're such a trooper, Dave.
Hey, man, I try to do what I can for the family.
That's our Dave. He's a giver. He's a giver.
Absolutely, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let's see. So the prevailing.
So they're saying it's the leading cause?
Yes.
But is that only if you have tonsils?
Good question.
If you get your tonsils removed, are you like?
Maybe that's it. Should I call the doctor?
And the doctor said,
Call the wife's doctor?
"Oh, I mean, you can."
Get an appointment
The
made?
throat goat?
If I were that guy, that's what my license plate would say. The
Throat goat.
Yeah, it's kind of like the ass man, but only different.
Oh fuck.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Big Dick D or whatever, that guy from last week.
It says that most people
The
that catch.
bifurcated wiener.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't think about that guy. Most of us that catch HPV infections are able to clear them completely. However, a small number of people are not able to get rid of the infection, maybe due to a defect in a particular aspect of their immune system. In those patients, the virus is able to replicate continuously and over time integrates at random positions into the host DNA, some of
my
which can
kinda
cause
cancer.
the host cells to become cancerous.
Sorry, I don't mean that. I
It
just meant
get-
that
the more and more we talk, the worse and worse it
say
gets.
it
That's
gets-
my
yeah,
kind of
oh,
cancer.
God, that was terrible. Now that I say that, I'm just saying it sounds like a very promiscuous cancer. Jesus, that doesn't sound good either.
Cancer's a whore.
There you go. That's what you should name that cancer, the whore cancer.
What a
It's
whore
from
of a
Philly.
cancer.
That's my whore cancer. That's, get out of
You
here.
got the whore cancer.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Scott, did you hear about the kid that wrote his graduation speech on ChatGPT?
No, but I like him.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
So this kid in
Dave's
Nebraska.
full of nugs over here. Look at this.
This kid in Nebraska
yeah.
goes off script after getting ChatGPT written graduation speech approved. So
that a boy.
a Nebraska high school student says he used ChatGPT to write a graduation speech that was approved by his district before he veered off script at the podium, telling his classmates, quote, "I don't know about y'all, but I hated high school." Kenny Morales, that's kind of like, it's almost like a Kenny Powers
That's my
type
boy,
name. Yeah.
Kenny P.
Kenny Morales delivered those remarks during a graduation ceremony for yada, yada, yada. In his actual speech,
Cover them up.
titled Opening Pandora's Box, Morales said, "We lie, we pretend, and we hide the truth with selective facts on positive things occurring around the school instead of being honest and addressing the issues head on." So he had ChatGPT write the speech,
He got
and then
that
he said,
approved.
"Fuck that speech."
And then pitched it.
Yeah.
God, I like this.
Have any of you guys been to any graduations recently? I was just at one last
No,
week.
Yeah.
recently.
The brother-in-law graduated.
God.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
From what?
High school.
High school? Yeah,
Yep.
my nephew graduated from high school this week, and the same one that's going to the University of Texas Film School next year.
Nice.
So we were down in Arkansas this weekend celebrating his graduation, and I'm going to be in Arkansas again on Tuesday because I'm going to go see Dave Matthews Band down there.
Who's D?
Yep.
Where are you going to see that at?
In Rogers, Arkansas.
Nice.
We saw them there a couple years ago. It's a cool venue, a fairly small venue.
Up in the Rogers.
But we got pit tickets, so we're going to be right up in the front row of that bitch, and I'm excited. Very excited, yeah. And we're going to go see the Avett Brothers in June. You guys know the Avett
I know
Brothers?
is it Avid?
I think
or
it's Avett.
I thought it was
No.
Avid.
Maybe
Brothers.
it's Avid. It could be. My sister's a big fan.
Those guys are pretty good.
My sister loves just like the singer-songwriter type dudes.
I'll say your sister seems very you, to be honest. Like she would listen to you play.
She's more.
Who the fuck wouldn't listen to Dave play?
I mean, you know.
She's
I
more
know,
into
I
like
know.
the very like basic four chords
yeah.
type people.
Yeah, I imagine she's,
Good
a
shit.
little like, oh, I'm going to throw my panties on stage, but it's Dave.
She's really
Dave would do
That's
that.
weird. She's
That's
really-
weird.
She's really into this guy Charlie Crockett, who's like a kind of a country-ish
That sounds
guy.
familiar.
Charlie Crockett is his name. She's a big fan of him, but
I don't like any new country, sorry.
generally
Oh,
speaking,
you
I
like
don't
Tyler
either.
Childers.
Chris Stapleton.
I don't
Chris
even like
Stapleton's
him.
not really.
I don't like Chris Stapleton.
Oh,
He
I like-
bothers me.
I like Chris Stapleton.
Biscuit was going to say that Chris Stapleton's not really country, and then I was
No,
going
no, no.
to say
I don't think he's new.
I don't think he's...
He's been.
If
he's
he
been
came
around.
out 20 years ago, he would have sounded better. He would have been better.
But see, I like it. I like how he's bringing that back, like Tyler Childers.
Is there anyone
Mother
else
trucker.
doing that like him, though?
Not with that voice.
not with that much soul.
No.
No, like a lot of the new ones.
Yeah, like who? Like Luke Combs or like? I don't know any of those guys,
Shut the
man.
fuck
Yeah,
up,
I
dude.
don't
Luke
know a
Combs
whole
is
lot.
Other than
fucking
like when
loser.
students tell me that they want to learn how to play a song by one of those
Who's
people.
the dude that covered Fast Car? Because I was listening to that the other day, and Matt walked in and goes, "You're listening to country music." And
Oh
I
my
went,
God.
Yeah,
Right
he
back.
goes, "Are we best friends?"
No.
Like, hell no, we're not.
So you got like.
I don't know, you fool.
Let me see. Usually.
Oh shit, boys!
Tyler Childers, Coulter Wall, Cody Jinks,
Look at this.
Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill
Sturgill's
Simpson.
Yep, Sturgill's good. The Steel Drivers. Yeah, Jamie Johnson.
Look at that.
Fucking hate you, Dave.
God, and he's doing it on camera. I love this dude.
Fucking.
Davy's got a fast car.
Oh, I thought you said Davey's got a fat
Careful,
cock.
Scott, don't get his name. It's too close to the original.
I know.
Oh,
No, actually-
Zach Bryan.
I had a. Oh yeah, he's cool.
Oh yeah,
I had a student.
that's some
Who
some
is it?
shit.
I had a student. Oh yeah, my student Emma. She came to me the other night and said that she wanted to learn that song. And
Fast Car?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I only knew, of course, the Tracy Chapman version.
Yeah.
And so then I figured out the Luke Bryan version, which is exactly the same.
It's the same thing.
except he's got a cape on the first fret, so he's like a half step higher.
He
But,
brings himself up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can sing a little.
It's a great song. Another
that is a
interesting
good
fact
song.
about that song is that there are 5 verses before there's a single chorus.
Yes. Another thing about that is the very first time it was performed, like for an audience, was at Nelson Mandela's like whatever. Like I think it was his. I don't want to say coronation, but it was like his congratulation president type thing, And
Is this after prison?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, he became the president, and so I guess it would have been like his.
So see, Donald Trump, you go to prison, you still got a fucking chance.
Yeah, no, you don't. I hope you die in prison. Just saying.
You can still become president again.
God.
Yeah, Fast Car. Good song, man.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's one of the best.
No, speaking of that, though, dude, I saw something the other day, and it really, really, really bothered me. More so than I think I normally get bothered on shit, was I saw where there was an AI deepfake of Anderson Cooper praising Trump at that whatever
CNN
town
town hall?
Yeah, at that town hall, and you could clearly hear and look at it, and you could see it was so rough, it was bad that it
Yeah.
was fake.
Yeah.
But Trump shared it.
Oh, I did hear about that.
And was like, "Oh, this is the best news ever," and he was playing it off like it was normal. And
Way to go, bud.
And then he got called out
right?
because it
You
was
know
fake. Yeah.
that that's bad, but at the same time, what happens if that happens in the future? We got that Santos dude right now, that George Santos, that
Yeah.
has everything he's ever said has been a lie
Yep.
to get in there.
Yeah.
Now
And
he's doing God knows what.
Welcome
Yeah.
to politics.
They're trying to get him out of there. He
Good luck.
He thought that the Trump approach would work for him as far as just lying about shit.
Right.
But
It did. He got there.
well, he
He's
did get there, but I think he's probably going to be gone before long. But they're going to have to drag his ass out of there because he is not.
I was. I don't. I think he'll make a whole term.
Everybody's trying. Well, and he's going to run for re-election too. Yeah.
He's already said he's coming back for re-election.
Yeah. Everybody
But
is
if he
trying to
makes
get him
it
to resign.
If he makes it an entire term, though,
Yeah.
and they just voted along party lines to save his.
Yeah, I saw
position,
that, too.
'cause the Republicans voted along lines.
Yeah.
If you don't want that guy there, then why are you voting to keep him just
Yeah.
because he's a Republican?
They basically just punted.
The thing that I worry about. Well, they
punted.
did. They did.
They punted on first down.
They just bought themselves more time.
You
to,
know,
to
you're
be
laughing,
able-
but that's exactly what it
That's
is.
yeah,
fucking
just
cool.
to deal with it later. You know?
Sports.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I don't know that guy.
It's fucking worrisome, though. That shit. If that's what we become, our society won't make it, man.
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
And that's what I'm afraid
I don't worry
of, too.
about it.
We're gonna have to at some point.
Not this guy.
No, you're just gonna go with the flow.
100%. Because I bought a fucking ranchero.
Right? Are you just gonna go with the flow when the
Nobody's
people
fucking
that
excited about
You
that.
bought a ranchero?
I did. Thank you.
what is that, like a Taco Bell
No.
something?
Ford Ranchero.
Oh,
But I'm sorry to interrupt.
no.
Continue.
I was gonna say, well, what happens if the people who are making the laws that govern you decide to change things because they don't like it, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work for you, or like all of a sudden they say you can't have that little stash now. Or
Nazis.
you get paid. You got to get taxed to have a stash or whatever.
Hey, that rhymes.
I think it's
Kind
funny
of.
that back in the Revolutionary War, like we fought over like a 2 to 7% tax increase.
Yeah.
Like we threw tea in the fucking bay and everything. Oh fuck you! That's 3%. Roar. And we like my little town had a 150% tax increase and no one fucking said a word.
Nope.
What year is your rancho?
78.
Scotty,
Dude.
you want to put me on the big
So
screen?
it's way too much bandwidth inside my brain to sit there and to worry about. And I know a lot of people, and I've pissed a lot of people off by telling them that. None of mine does look nothing like any of those.
All right. Let me do some scrolling.
Yeah, no, you won't find.
You ain't finding his. Well, is there any body
No.
style like
yeah.
it?
Is there any of these that, like the same body? style?
Junk.
Junk.
Yeah.
What's,
I know what
what's
you
junk?
got.
My images are junk.
No, his ranchero is junk,
Is it?
and he's gonna fix it up.
What are you going to use it for?
There you go, right here. Either there or there, either one.
Turn that screen brightness
Oh,
down.
fuck you, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome,
Yeah,
buddy.
here, let me.
You're my only friend that says "fuck you" as a thank you.
Here we go. Ooh, there she is.
There
Look at
she is.
that.
Oh God, that's almost like a.
Dude, that's a bitch in El Camino. Right
I was
going
gonna
to
say.
It's a
I
ranchero.
was gonna say, dude, that reminds me of an El Camino quite a bit.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, what are your plans for
Yeah.
her?
You want to hold on? You want to hear it run?
Does she have a name yet?
Just yeah.
Do you give your vehicle names?
Oh my God.
That's music to my ears, buddy.
Isn't it? Oh, dude, this thing is so fucking cool. I absolutely love it.
So why did you buy it? Like, what are your intentions for it?
It's got a good motor and transmission we're putting in that old truck.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're going to take the transmission out of the El Ranchero?
It's not an El Ranchero. It
Whatever
is
the
a
fuck it's
fucking Ranchero.
Whatever. El.
No, that's a Chevrolet deal here, bud.
Sorry.
It's not the Ranchero.
I should follow in line because I drive a Ford now, too.
Yeah,
So I
see?
should follow
Yeah.
in line.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
I heard something about your Ford today. I heard that the transfer case may go bad on them.
Oh, but
What
yeah,
the fuck
There's
is
a,
a
probably.
there's
transfer
a
case?
recall on it at the moment.
What's a transfer case?
So it would be something with your transmission.
They did have a recall fairly recently, and we had to take it to the dealership because apparently, like, on some of them, the lug nuts were not tightened all the way,
Motherfuck.
which seems like a pretty hard thing to overlook.
Well, you
So
know,
we
you're going to
took it-
find out one way.
So we took it to the dealership, and that was fine. But okay, well, Scott, I got to look up this thing that you just
He
said.
said, oh shit.
I don't
So
know about
basically,
that.
transfer case is taking all the power from the engine and transferring it to where it can go through the transmission and into
Yeah.
basically back to the wheels.
Basically, it thrusts it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Having a
now
tra-
you're speaking
yeah.
my
Gives you
language.
that gives you
Yeah.
that forward
You have to
momentum.
have a transfer case.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm just typed in like Ford Bronco transfer case recall.
And the only reason I heard this was because a friend of a friend's son just recently went way overboard and bought one of these. He's like, I don't know, 20. I'm going to say 22 to
Bought a
28.
Bronco?
Him and his new wife went out and bought a brand new Bronco. They went out and bought like a $60,000 Bronco.
Yeah.
Like they live in a trailer type thing. You
Nice,
know?
might
Like,
as well.
I'm living in the ghetto, but I got a great car. You know.
Yeah,
type
see,
thing.
I never understood that.
And they got a recall notice on it. And I was like, oh shit, Dave's got one of those.
Do you know like what years? What
They had a
model
brand
years?
new one. They
I
had
say
a brand new one.
it could be just for select models
Yeah.
as well.
Because like I just like Googled Ford Bronco transfer case recall. And I don't see anything popping up.
So you can call the
Yeah,
Ford dealer.
anyway,
and
I
be
just
like,
thought I
"Hey,
would let you know.
I
I
got-
appreciate that.
Yeah, just in case.
Because I mean, like I know, like on the lug nut thing, like we got like a letter in the mail.
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
us
it's the
to come
same.
into
You'll
the-
get,
You should-
you'll get a letter being like, "Hey,
If there's a
We
genuine
fucked up.
recall on all of it, they'll do that.
yeah."
All right, I'm gonna write that.
And it
down.
could just be for a certain
I'm writing down Dave's lug nuts are loose.
a certain like 100,000 or 500,000 of them,
Right.
with the last 4 of the VIN being
Sure.
this have
Right.
transfer case.
It could just be
problems.
like an oversight at the factory, and only so many.
You know,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Your-
or some
yours-
made on this certain month to this certain.
Is yours a
month.
new model?
Yeah, it's a 23.
Yeah, I was gonna say yours may be in on it. It may be a different batch recall too.
I mean, it's not brand new because the 23s have been out for a while, and they're getting ready to get 24s. But
yeah.
I mean,
when do they
it's
put out the new model?
Usually in like September-ish.
Yeah,
Is it?
they had the year before.
Yeah, but like
Well, I
a-
knew the
a
year
few-
before.
a few months,
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
the new year. Usually, yeah.
I didn't know
I'm
if
in
they
featured.
waited. I didn't know if they waited or what was going on.
Hey, let's thank our Patreon subscribers, Scotty. What do you say?
Let's. I'm
Let's
sitting here looking right at the camera. Let's.
let's thank our good buddy, Biscuit Strength.
Hey,
The big
bullshit!
homie
I was
Kev.
fucking second.
No, you're first tonight, buddy.
Yeah, tonight.
You're first tonight.
Know your
First
place,
in our
Kevin.
hearts.
Know your place.
The big homie Kevin.
Hey, oh hey.
Love you, bro.
What's up, bro?
Remember,
The girl
lions always
Nancy.
drink first.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, girl.
We love you. In the Groove Records. We love you. The Paranormal Son. Of course, we love you.
I need to talk to that dude. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I get the impression he's pretty busy these days.
He got a job.
Yep.
He got a job.
He got a job.
And last
Good
but not
for him.
least, the big homie Dub IZ.
What's up, Dub? There we
Yeah.
go. Boom, boom.
So yeah,
Thank you
How
to
can they
everyone.
become Patreon subscribers, Scott?
So if you would like to become a Patreon patron, please head on over to patreon.com. That's Patreon. It's a weird spelling. .com/the old 77 podcast. There.
Patreon.
For like, just a couple bucks, a month. Literally a small or a large cup of Starbucks coffee.
or Venti or Grande or whatever
Venti
they
or
say.
Grandy or
I don't know.
Randy.
whomever. Let me get one of them Grande coffees over there. Can I get a mulata?
So if Ariana Grande ever like blows up and gets
Randy.
fat,
Dude, that'd be amazing. Yeah.
then she really would be like an Ariana Venti.
Ariana Venti.
Yeah, I like it. That should happen.
But you can head on over to patreon.com/the old 77 podcast. There for $5 a month, you can get early access to episodes. Plus, I guarantee there's stuff there that you haven't seen. There is, you also get every week a bonus type episode that is solely geared for Patreon. So
For you.
you get to see stuff that normally, I'm going to say normally, most people don't see.
That's right.
Like
on
Dave's
Patreon.
dick.
My dick.
No, we don't do that.
Absolutely. Or a guy with 2 dicks.
I think we did that a couple of weeks ago, or
Last week.
Hey, I also
God.
want to give a shout out to my good friend Cassie. She's been going back and listening to all the old shows.
Thank you, Cassie.
She is a huge fan of the true crime genre. And she sent me a text today and told me that she has listened to us more than she has listened to her true crime shows. So we got to give Cassie a shout
We're
out.
spreading like a
keep-
disease.
I keep
Yep.
kicking the dang camera.
That's
No,
okay, buddy.
We need to do something like that. I think that would
crime.
be fun to have like a true crime episode or something.
That's a great idea.
you know, just something to you know.
I think that would be a great topic for a
Yeah.
show. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Folks, we'll be back right after this. Thanks for listening to the old 77.
What he said.
Attention, rescue heroes. This is Lauren Waters. Stranded whale needs rescue. Gotcha, Chief. Let's move it.
You heard of rescue heroes? Get cleared for takeoff.
No one gets left behind with the Rescue Heroes Aquatic Rescue Command Center. Lauren Waters is the mission commander.
Evacuate injured whale to rehab deck.
Emergency back to command center.
Alerts are sounded by virtual video mission cards.
Attention, command center. We have a class 5 volcano eruption. Billy, we should mobilize. Copy that.
Rocky Canyon here. Climbers trapped in a rock slide.
We need an airlift.
We're coming. Yeah.
Attention, command center.
Aquatic rescue command.
Rescue Heroes Aquatic Rescue Command Center. Voice tech figures and vehicles, each sold separately. Batteries not included.
Because now we're recording.
Yeah.
Now we are.
Now we're recording.
Here we are.
Welcome
We
back.
literally started like 5 seconds ago, so all good. But thanks for hanging with us on the old 77.
Let's get weird,
Let's.
right?
This is episode 157, and we're just now getting weird.
Well, you know, I mean,
Let's do it.
let's do it. So, as I do often, I googled.
Dave gets weird.
I googled UFO.
Surprise.
I try to do that at least like once or twice
Got
a
a little
week.
goji berry up there, though, I see.
Yeah, but forget the goji berry, man. Let's talk about this weird ass
Chihuahua.
video that just came up.
Oh.
All right, let me.
I love Chihuahua cheese.
Let me full
And I
screen
like
this,
Chihuahua.
baby.
No, don't full screen.
Don't full
it.
Don't
screen.
full
No,
screen.
Terrible. Don't do it.
don't
Don't do
full
it.
screen.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Okay.
Now we
Whew.
can see it.
Oh, about ended it all, Dave.
All right, so
Almost.
this clip just came out 2 days ago. It's from a new History Channel show
Hey,
because
do me a solid and
Yeah.
hit that CC off there. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need closed
Yeah, yeah,
captions.
So,
Someone's
have
can't
you guys
read,
noticed
Dave.
that fucking History Channel and all those other stupid channels are all about UFOs now?
Well, that's because we were talking about this beforehand.
Yeah.
UFOs are the thing now.
Right.
Why is it there's so much UFO information? I think they're trying to hide something.
Well, it's because the government finally came out and said, "Yep, they're real."
Well, they didn't say they're real. That's the best part about
Well,
it.
they
They
didn't
just
say
said,
they're-
you know, they're just not ours.
No, they said that
It's real. It's just not
yeah,
ours.
It's real, but they didn't say that it was aliens. But they're pretty confident that it ain't humans. So do the math, folks.
Anyway.
It's got to be aliens, right? So this video just came out, and this is a very interesting video simply for the fact that
It's fake.
this craft
Dave has inserted his wiener in the video footage.
starts out airborne, then
Okay.
then submerges itself into the water.
Okay, so what are
And
we
you don't see a
seeing
bloop.
here? Yeah.
You don't
And
see a splash.
and then it goes out of the water. It was going at it was going at over 100 miles per hour when it hit the water, which would destroy any aircraft that I know
dude,
of.
there's nothing that can make it. I mean, that would be like hitting a solid wall, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Water is water, right? But if you're falling, like 100 feet into that water, that
may-
water's gonna feel like a fucking concrete
wall,
floor,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, it may as well be concrete. All right.
Right.
So let's watch this video and see what we think.
Dave's like, shut up. I think that guy's
God.
yeah.
is dope.
Dude's fucking
Hold on, let me turn the
busted
music
out
off.
here.
Let me turn the music off.
I'm just glad it wasn't like porn or anything. Shoot. What, Dave? What are you watching over there?
Oh, yeah, Ricky.
here we go.
Stick it in there.
No, this is still not it.
He's fucking he's busting another beat.
All right, here
Hey
we
man,
go.
I would-
working
I would-
it out
I
on the air.
I would laugh if that dude, the professor's actually dropping some beats in the background.
Oh, he definitely makes beats. All right, here we go.
DJ on the side.
across the sky. We're actually looking at cases where there's additional data.
Look at that
This is,
cat.
Dude,
at
look at that.
9 o'clock.
Shut up and
He's
listen.
got an apple.
Just shut up and
He's
listen.
dropping some
So,
beats,
here we
bro.
go.
You guys just shut
Better
the fuck up
yours.
sometimes.
The pilot and the flight crew in Puerto Rico. We
Okay,
all
so
had
this
to
is
sign
Puerto Rico.
non-disclosure agreement saying that we wouldn't talk about it.
that's what he said.
And so we got a 3-minute and 54-second video of an object. Here's the airport, where you now see the object coming
damn,
in.
look at that
By the way,
nose.
we actually caught it on radar
I had a big
first.
fucking nose.
And at that point in time, a Customs Border Protection
homie, right?
aircraft was taking off.
I've heard that a lot today. Fuck you guys.
9:16 p.m.
You're,
So it
I'm
was
sorry,
already night
you're
time.
hombre.
Taking off.
Between that and he do the walk past with the big nose. You know that guy? Like,
Like, cleared for takeoff. And what is this object that's up here that's coming toward the airport? And so they basically watched and tracked and filmed that object for 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
Why don't you just say
makes a
4
loop
minutes?
around
Here it
the
is.
airport, and it then goes into the water.
Yeah, you can see the
It
splash.
hit the water at about
Yeah.
109 miles per hour. And then
Did
it
you
pops
hear
up
the
out of
splash?
the water, and it splits into
Fake
two
news.
identical objects.
Splits into two
Oh,
objects.
different
What
radar
drone does
signals.
that?
Yeah, that motherfucker
So
split
we
apart at
questioned
100
the
miles an
first
hour.
source. We actually took a look at the radar, and we confirmed it matched all of the telemetry that you see on the actual screen. So we ruled out fakery at that point because we now have confirmed that it was everything about it was accurate.
By the way,
So are they confirming that they have one signal that then became two?
I don't know about the signal part. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it was giving off any type
Because
of.
I'm wondering if
signal.
they're getting that on radar.
I
Do you
think-
have radar where like it's like
where
one
it's-
and then bleep it
Yes,
comes two?
I do believe that was the case. I also would just like to point out that this guy is wearing a bow tie with a bunch of UFOs on.
I know.
I just
cool
wanted
as
to make
hell.
sure you guys all saw
I just
that.
want to say,
I thought they were
man,
fucking clouds.
this guy right here plows. That's all I'm saying, man.
Oh, he's
with the
slays.
schnoz
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
He slays.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Dude.
finish up. We got 30 seconds.
Confirmed
a
that
long
it was everything about it.
Lock it
I-
up
I
in
think
30
so.
seconds.
We ruled out that it wasn't a balloon. We attempted to try to identify if there were birds, you could match up to this. And there's no birds that fly the speeds
I
that
was
we're
gonna say, what
talking
bird
about. and they
flies
don't
at 100
split
miles
into
an hour?
two.
You fucking nerd.
So
You got a
that's,
kick out of that
again,
joke,
going
though.
back to a credible source.
That's 'cause he said
where
there was
the
no
data
bird
all
that splits
matches
in
up
two.
very nicely.
Yeah. So there you go. What do you think? What do you think, boys?
I don't know,
Fake.
man. I don't think it's fake, but
I do.
I have a hard time believing that it's like us from the future or, if it is aliens, what are they trying to get at?
Dude, yeah, because I think I'm a pretty dope dude. So if my future self didn't come back and meet me, I'd be a little upset.
I agree.
Bro, we would
I
have
would
so
wanna
much
meet
in
you.
common.
I
yeah,
would
but
wanna
what
meet
if
you.
what if you
Fuck you,
can't?
Dave. What?
What if you can't meet your future
Why?
self? What if you guys would get too close to each other and you cause an anomaly or something?
Then we like turn into life partners?
No, you just
Oh.
cease to exist. Like
Dude,
you were
I would
never
marry
like you
me.
were never here at all.
Oh, well.
Two of the same person.
YOLO.
Two of the same object can't occupy same space, right?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Sure.
Wait, say that again. Two
So,
what?
so two identical beings can't occupy same space.
Can or cannot?
Cannot.
I seems.
But his space would be over there, and my space would be right here. We're not in the same space.
well, my space is.
That's what I'm getting at. You stay away, right? You guys don't hug. You don't do anything like that.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You don't touch.
The whole splitting in
I
two
saw
thing.
Time Cop. You don't do that shit.
How do you? How? I mean, the going under the water and coming back out. That's incredible. But
Well,
the-
nothing
but-
we know of at least does that.
But the splitting into two after
That's
it came
weird.
back out.
That's where it turns fake.
Is that where they start like killing cattle and shit?
I don't know.
Speaking of killing cattle and shit,
Cattle.
Yeah.
I've been watching that. Have you seen? Speaking of the History Channel as well, The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been watching the new one?
No.
Oh, so these
I watched
guys.
my little bit, and that was it.
They're on this
Or
mesa, and they had this. It's like a big pile of rocks on the mesa, and they don't know where it came from. It's just a big fucking pile of rocks. I guess it's always been there. But they went and did ground penetrating radar, and they found like what was it? It was like a 30-foot by 40-foot cylindrical piece of metal inside of this. And so they were trying to drill into it, and when the dude got to like whatever depth it was at, his drill broke. And then somebody was like in the sky and they were trying to like survey something when they were filming it, and they also noticed that there was another helicopter off in the distance watching them do stuff. And so they're getting all weirded out. And then like at night, people would drive, and like Skinwalker Ranch is in the middle of nowhere, but there was like headlights driving down the road all the time.
Also heard when people go out there, like your tires on your car would be flattened.
Yeah.
Gas would be drained from your vehicles.
I remember hearing a story one time.
All sorts of stuff that these guys are having, but they're legit trying to
figure
prove
it
points.
out. Yeah. And before us white folks, not you because you're Mexican, but before us white folks had that land, it of course
before we had that land,
it belonged to the Native Americans.
Thieves.
And even
How's that feel?
Even the Native Americans,
we paid for it.
Even the Native Americans warned us, like, there's some fucked up shit that happens here, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I remember hearing a story.
My house,
wasn't the original? They had a
weird.
lot of Wendigo like things that would happen out there. That's what they claimed, and that's where the Skinwalker Ranch title comes from.
Yeah, that's a Native American term. I remember hearing a story where it literally looked like a portal opened up in the middle of the sky, and this creature came running out of it.
Skinwalker Ranch?
At Skinwalker, and there were multiple witnesses that.
Man, dude, that sounds like that
weird shit that makes you sound crazy. But when this many people and it's not just random people, it's like people that have good reputations and that seem,
Like go do a little bit of acid in the desert,
you know what?
man.
It was the 60s and 70s.
No, this happened in the 90s.
Oh, the portal?
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Dude, everything good came from the 90s.
Absolutely. I love the 90s. This is the last great era of rock music, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What can I say?
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Can't argue with that.
Scotty, what are you listening to these days? You got any new artists that you're on?
What am I listening? So I've been bitching about country, but I've been listening to a lot of old country. Not, like good country.
Hey, shout out to Willie Nelson for turning 90 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yep, and they had
Why
a
is
big
there
concert
no,
for him.
good pictures of Skinwalker Ranch?
It's I've really
well,
been
it was
into
it was private land for a very long time.
Well, and
it still is private land.
It still is private,
yeah.
technically. But the United States government hired a company called Bigelow.
Yeah, Bigelow. Bigelow is a billionaire, and he out of all the people that have ever lived on planet Earth, that guy has invested more money into UFO research than anybody that's ever lived.
Yeah, he for a long, I think like maybe 20 years.
Yeah,
him and the federal government tried to identify what was going on there, and they never did.
Because if I remember correctly, Bigelow is like a defense contractor. They make, defense.
I think they make airplanes.
Aircraft.
Yeah,
I believe.
How do you come up with that fucking career? It's like, you know what? I'm going to build some cool shit to protect us.
I honestly think that there's nothing...
That's a pretty lofty goal,
You
right?
just have to do it. You just have to do it, right? Like, he knew that he wanted to make aircraft. Yeah. He probably knew 3 guys from a war who were like, okay, well, this sucked about this, this, and this.
Yeah.
I couldn't shoot my gun at this, this, and this, or maybe my buddy got knocked down in this, this, and this. So they decided to re-fucking organize and make a better one. And then that thing, it did all right, but what can we make better on it? So then they just kept refining it. And now we have these kick-ass weapons that,
shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think it's one of those deals where it just happens a little bit at a time.
Exactly. You just and everyone we swear that the past was so much easier. Like, well, if we could have just gone back, I could do so much now because I know so much. You just got to do it.
Just imagine if you could just see into the future 24 hours. You'd be a millionaire tomorrow because you'd know the lottery numbers, right?
Maybe.
Just if you could see into the future for 24 hours.
The only thing I know I would see is every spot I'm jerking off at.
You would know. you would know every stock that's going to go up in the next 24 hours.
Bro, I wouldn't remember that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
you're not going to make that much money though on something like that.
Dude,
you'd have to go to like
who wins the Super Bowl?
Races,
the crazy shit that happens at the Super Bowl,
fights,
lotto numbers, fights.
Yeah, but dude, if you knew that X stock was going to shoot up tomorrow, you could invest every dollar you have into that stock.
Oh,
you could turn
Tesla
it into
or
you could
Facebook.
turn a little money into a huge amount of money pretty quickly.
Or just get elected and be a senator.
Right.
Because then you make the laws and you know what's coming and what's going. So it's scandalous you how much money those guys make.
Did you know that Nancy Pelosi's stock choices have performed better than the S&P 500.
You know, I don't
and
believe that.
The NASDAQ and every other stock index that exists.
I mean, it helps when you can, peek at the playbook.
Right.
And
that's one thing, because I just bashed a Democrat, and everybody knows that I'm more leftward leaning than rightward leaning, but it's fucked up that the people that, regulate these companies and the stock market can, invest in shit the day before that they know this stock is going to tank or this stock is going to shoot up.
That's where,
not
we
right.
were talking about in segment 1. That's where dudes like that George Soros or Santos, that Santos.
How
dude.
the fuck do you peek at a play? What was the playbook?
Well,
she knows.
when
Nancy
people,
Pelosi knows what's going to happen with certain stocks before it happens.
Who
How the
make the
fuck is
rules,
that?
when the people who make the rules that govern Wall Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They tend to have insider knowledge.
Inside
they
information.
They tend to deal with companies on a one-on-one basis. They tend to make laws for companies that are huge.
Absolutely.
And so huge companies like that also, as to sweeten the deal, hey, we've got this, whatever cancer drug coming out that's going to revolutionize shit. Go ahead and keep that under your hat for a while, and then when time comes,
Yep.
you do your business, and to the outside world, it looks like you're just, helping out a client or someone who helped you or whatever. But in reality, you got to dictate all of that. If you think about it, all of these people who are elected, even Bernie Sanders, has millions of dollars. They're millionaires. Bernie earned it by writing a book and doing some other things, but he capitalized on the fact that he was a senator.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. You're a person of power.
And I'm not blaming the dude. Hell yeah.
I would
If
do
I
the
had
exact same.
Every single one of us would do it,
If
right?
you were Bernie Sanders, it would be easy to make a couple mil because all you would have to do is write a book. You know what I mean?
Of just
and
pure
nowadays you don't
shit
even
and-
have to do that. You can just dictate it to someone, and he can ghostwrite it for you.
But he is
Or
one
her.
of he is one of those guys, regardless of whether you agree with his politics or not. I do feel like Bernie Sanders is one of the few politicians today that genuinely cares about his constituents.
Yes.
And
maybe
wants to help people.
I don't know. Like I said, it's a politician.
He is a
Well,
politician.
it's
but
like
he,
you were saying
but he
earlier
has a
about a
long
salesman.
he has a long track record of fighting for regular people.
I don't want a salesman to be a politician, right?
Yeah.
Just like I don't want the guy who's, driving the ambulance to be the dude who usually drives the hearse, who never gets in a hurry.
Yeah.
I don't want that guy.
Or vice versa.
Or
right?
vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm down already, man, you get there as fast as you can if you want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We've got nothing but time.
Yeah, I'm out of time. So if that's the case, do you, boo?
Right. So, do you guys? So, at the place that I work at on Tuesdays, you guys know I teach on Tuesdays.
I'm sitting here trying to think of which one that
No
is.
know,
shit. I
right?
was just like,
Yeah.
which one?
So there's
Hold up before you start that. Do you
Yeah.
remember in Living Color they had a character
Yeah.
called Consuela, and you just shot a memory in my head.
that was this one, right?
Yeah, it was one of them, but she was a family, and they always had
Jamie Foxx.
They always had 15 jobs.
Oh no, I'm thinking.
You'd
of a
have
different
you'd have
character.
the father who was working at the counter, and he would also be mining coal while at the same time trying to serve breakfast and wash dishes while at the same time pooper scooping. And then the kid would be 5 and he'd have 12 jobs. They all had 12 jobs. Anyway, you're like a family member.
Yeah, what were we talking about? I forgot.
One of your jobs that you do on Tuesday. He's got so many jobs, I don't know. So you had this job that on Tuesday.
Yeah, so I teach on Tuesdays.
Yes.
There's a gas station close to where I teach at, and there's really nothing else around. Okay. So this gas station is where I have lunch at every
Okay.
Tuesday, and every
What fucking
Tuesday
gas station is that?
we'll talk off the air.
Okay, all right.
So the gas
Is it
station
at least good?
Yes, it's great. The gas station has every Tuesday when I teach is Taco Tuesday.
Oh.
Did you guys know that Taco Tuesday is a trademarked phrase? Who do you think
Yeah.
owns it?
Taco Bell.
You're fucking wrong, bro.
Fuck you.
You want to know
Why
who
you gotta
owns
say
it?
it like that?
You want to know who owns it?
That's why I want to fight you all the time.
Taco Tuesday.
Can I read this?
Yeah, go on.
The star of Taco
Yeah,
Bell's
you can
latest
try.
ad campaign is not Doja Cat or a talking chihuahua. It's the United States Patent Office Trademark Trial and Appeal Board.
Bitch.
On Tuesday, the chain announced that it had filed an appeal with the office to cancel the federal trademark restrictions for the phrase Taco Tuesday. Since 1989, Taco John's, which is a much smaller franchise based in Wyoming, has held a claim over Taco Tuesdays. Taco John's has like 400 locations.
I don't know Taco John's.
Me neither. Taco Bell has more than 7,200.
I know Del Taco.
So Taco John's has earned a reputation for sending cease and desist letters to other restaurants that dared to use the ubiquitous phrase. So
Fuck
Taco
yeah,
Bell,
that's how you make your millions.
Taco Bell is suing
No, that's
them.
how you keep your millions.
They are trying to, make it legal for other folks to use that phrase. And the place that I eat my taco salad at on Tuesdays, guess what they call it?
What?
Taco fucking Tuesdays, bro.
Bitches.
And nobody's going to take that away from me. Okay? Send your cease and desist letter. I don't give a shit.
I'm trying to think about what gas station you eat at.
It's a Cinex station. It's on the way to the lake.
On the way to the lake. Cynics on the way to the lake.
Yep.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
Just the single one right there off the
It's right there. There's nothing.
off the highway?
Is it the one that's
You can see it
right,
from the highway.
Okay, right
Is
off.
it next to a liquor store too?
I don't think there's anything else near there.
The only one I can think of is the one that's next to Schulte's and Taco
No,
Bell.
you're not far enough south. You got to keep
Yeah.
going.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, you got to keep going.
It's not the one that they serve ice cream out of, is it?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Biscuit's like, no.
Well, the only one that I know. Oh.
I just saw it click. Oh my god! I got it. I got it. Yes.
I know exactly where you're at now.
Yeah, it's
you
like-
fucking go eat there?
Yeah, dude. The food there's good. They grill hamburgers and cheeseburgers, and they make all kinds of shit.
I feel like I'm gonna get fucking robbed or raped there.
No, it's a
In
good,
any order.
It's a good shop.
Is this
dude.
a ghetto one?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not,
No, but like the family tree doesn't seem like it splits very far in that
well,
place.
I don't know who owns it.
No fitting.
Man, I come,
But the girl can make a
come
burger.
from that place, man.
The girl can make a burger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's good.
Here, let me
good.
patty out Uncle Jim's leg.
Yeah.
He don't need it anymore since the war.
Shout out to the Cinex station. I have no idea the names of the people that I see there every time I go there, but they're very nice.
Oh my.
Shout out to
Ka-ching!
the
Whose phone
cynics.
just went
Not
ka-ching?
Mine.
Yeah.
Damn it, Scott.
Because he's got his fucking notifications turned on like a normal person.
No, sir. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, man.
Oh, my boy sent me a voice message. He's like, oh, he's upstairs.
Oh, wait. He sent you a voice?
So he sent me a voice message asking me something. I don't know. I ain't gonna play it yet. Oh, you want to hear it? Let's see.
Yeah, let's hear it on the air.
let's do it. Oh God.
Let me turn the music
Oh
down.
shit, he sent me a few.
Yeah, hold on. Let's hear it.
Switch, please.
He wants more time on his Switch. Here we go. Let me.
Fuck no, son. Send.
It's just all.
That's
it's
so
more
my
time
kids.
on my Switch.
My kids are so fucking very like on and to the point. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Time on my Switch, please.
That's all. That's how he asked.
Yeah.
Just time on my Switch.
Yeah, hey, gotta get
please.
some more time on my Switch.
Did he send you that same message 3 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
Persistence.
Wow.
Here we go. Here's the whole thing.
Switch, please.
I respect it.
So if you wonder what that black box thing that we saw, like, battling, I just defeated it. It's called...
So he's got that. Oh, there it is. So he's got that new game. So he's like, you know, all that stuff that you haven't seen at all. I just beat it.
Yeah, that's my kids too.
So this guy, so pissed at him. So this guy on the first Legend of Zelda game, I was telling you guys, I got all the way to the end, built it all up. I was completing the game. He got so happy because he grabbed my game and went straight to the bad guy and beat him for me. I was like, no! I had like 36 hours in this game.
Oh,
I was so pissed at that point. So I just gave up, stopped playing it.
That's the
Haven't
worst shit
fucking played
ever.
it since.
Oh, 100%.
So when the new game came out, guy at work is playing it, and I know that like one of the main characters turns into a dragon, and they kind of tease it in the open, and I was like, motherfucker, that's Zelda. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, how does it feel?
Spoil that shit.
This
for
is
your
Petty
kids,
Dad.
Man.
How does it feel?
You gotta spoil that shit.
What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah. He's got what, 5 years left of you being an asshole to
Oh
him?
God, I hope so.
No, he's gonna be one of those kids that lives at home till he's
Yeah,
like 30.
I know. He's gonna be the one that lives probably down here in the basement.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like
always in his underwear.
Yeah.
Smells like corn chips.
chain smoking.
No, I hope not.
I hope
God,
not.
I
too,
hope
man.
not.
I hope not too.
Not in my house.
No, he'll be vaping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chain vaping.
Boys, I gotta pee. You know what that means, right?
Dave's blowing clouds.
It's time to take a break.
Well, you got to.
Gotta do it.
All right, so I guess we'll take a break so Dave can go to the bathroom and be back for the cool down after this.
Everything's about fucking Dave.
Take a break with us. You know you want to pee. We'll see you after this.
People ask me about supercuts. They think we've got a secret. Well, a supercut is a special haircutting technique that we can do in any style you want. So you get the same great haircut every time. And a supercut costs only $6. But believe me, there's no secret. Anyone can do it. Don't ask me why they don't.
It's nice. It's calming, right?
Hey, welcome back to the old 77.
Oh my!
It's a safe place.
In a unsafe world.
Blah, blah, blah.
You know, that effect didn't really work with this music bed.
Hey, you know what we're doing, Scott?
What are we doing, Dave?
We're cooling it down.
We are.
Oh my!
You know what, Dave?
Cooling it down with the old 77.
Feels
This
so good
is
every
fucking
time.
Busting right now.
Feels so good every time. Love it. Man, I love that guy's voice. So let's see. What were we talking about?
We
guys?
need to get the little shock game that you put your finger. What's it, finger or a hand? I can't remember which one. But I think it's a finger. It's got like I don't know how many people can play it. Like 6 or 8 people, and you put your finger in there, and it shoots a light around. If it lands on you,
interesting.
Shocks your
Or
finger.
shocks you.
We need that game.
Are fleshlights allowed?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I saw this thing on Facebook the other day.
Like right now, you always gotta be prepared. That's why I'm wearing a condom.
I'm a Boy Scout, man. I was in Boy Scouts.
Wait, that's why he's wearing one now. You know? Man, I need a rubber band. Can you cut the tip off that thing?
Bro,
I mean, at least you can pee in it, right?
Times are rough, man.
Dude, that is just a container to be able to transport water in a
Times are
situation.
tough.
Yeah.
Or a cum bucket.
Dual purpose.
Either way. Cum bucket, protects you from diseases. So, apparently Facebook had this glitch that's...
It's $11 on Amazon.
What, the cum bucket?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jesus. Did you just Google or Amazon that?
Yeah.
And it came up?
Yep.
And it says cum bucket?
It says, so it's got a highly purchased it. Dave Jordan's at the top. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'll be.
You should read my reviews. Plural.
So yeah, see, it's a little game.
The game. Okay.
That you just put your finger in it, and it just goes around and it just shocks a random.
I thought you were talking about the cum bucket.
I did too, man. I was like, wait,
God
what?
damn it! Why do I want to Google that?
It's like, wait a minute.
That's what I was wondering. I'm so glad y'all Google this weird shit. Every Thursday, the authorities come over and they just start looking. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what's in your internet?
Dude,
history?
your search history gets real weird on Thursdays. I can verify that. So if they ever come to your house,
Literally,
tell them I said thank you. Just kidding. So apparently Facebook had a bug that was sending automatic friend requests when users visited profiles through the app, which is bad news for anyone covertly visiting other profiles. So like if you were like Facebook stalking some hot chick, guess what? She was going to get a friend request.
Oh.
Yeah.
The cum bucket just comes up like the chum bucket, but cum bucket.
So then they sent out a
t-shirts.
statement that says we're notifying people about a recent update to the Facebook app that briefly caused Facebook friend requests to be sent mistakenly. We've
So
stopped
they
this from
say.
happening and have canceled any requests that were sent because of this error. So the glitch caused both amusement and consternation on social media, with some people noting
With
some people note consternation that some people noting that this made
right
Facebook stalking impossible. Yeah, if a friend request got sent to every person that you Facebook stalked, that'd be a fucked up world to live in, right?
I don't know.
You'd be getting a lot of Facebook friend requests from me, Dave.
I know you would.
Because we're not friends.
Yeah. It'd be the same two or three girls getting requests from me over and over and over and over.
Who'd that be?
Well, her name... No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any names. I was just
Livy
making a
Dunn?
joke. Well, Livy Dunn. I don't think she's on Facebook. But if she got a friend request every time I've looked her up on Instagram, She'd be getting a lot of friend requests,
she get a follow.
You guys know she's a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model now, right? Did we talk about
for
that?
real?
On the show? Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
Dave,
pull up some pictures.
I know you pulled up.
Yeah, Dave, you told us all about it.
Yeah,
Like, you were so fucking interested.
Let me get some pictures here.
Poor Dave.
Hold on. Let me get some pictures here
We're
for you
holding
boys.
Dave.
Oh yeah, the suspense, bud.
I'm holding for your chick.
Yeah, it's killing me. Oh man, let's just see it for the 100,000th time because that's all Dave does.
Put me on the big screen, Scotty.
No,
Let's get big with it.
I'm gonna go follow this on YouTube and ding it for pornography.
No, let's see. The last time you showed something, I think, is when we got dinged for pornography.
Was it? Yeah, setting the standard.
You're welcome.
Dave's like, you're welcome.
Hold on. Here's one of my favorites.
I
And that was after hours, by the way. Yeah.
Was
so
it
check
really?
That out. Yeah, it was a while ago.
That's a nice shot right there.
Which picture did I show?
I don't remember which one it was, but I took
it was after hours.
Yeah, well,
so.
it was after hours, right? I don't care.
That's a nice shot.
And
Yeah,
if you become a
that's-
Patreon, you can see what that
I don't
was.
know, man. She's all backside. Like, I need some girl who's. I'd like them a little stacked in the front too.
Yeah, she does not have big boobs,
She's not my not my body jam.
but she's got a. I mean,
Any more than mouthfuls of waist.
to each his own.
for being a petite girl though, she's got meat
See, that's
on
all.
the back
Eh,
for sure.
No, not really. Not right there.
Not there. She doesn't.
Nope.
No.
Photoshop.
For being a petite girl,
You're like a UFO. Fake.
Who's the damn? Who's the new swimsuit girl who's like
Transgender?
Yeah, transgendered.
Don't care.
I don't know. I saw that Martha Stewart is also in the news.
I saw a picture of
She's
that.
81.
Yeah,
What?
like
What?
her titties are out
That
and everything.
what?
Martha
Where?
Stewart,
They're
like
not
in
out.
in like a bikini
When?
and shit.
Dave, Google.
No, it's like in a bikini and stuff, man. And she
She is in a bikini.
Yeah, Martha.
Yeah, no,
It's
she
like,
is in a
damn,
bikini.
Yeah, Martha.
Dude, Martha was hot back in
Oh
the
my
day.
God, dude, Martha is still hot.
I mean, for being
Cook
her
me some
age, dude. That's
spiciness.
oh wait, let me get rid of Livy down in the search. No wonder I'm still getting
You had Liv. That is
I was like,
Martha.
wait.
Hold up. That is Dave's
There it
dream.
is.
Livy Dunn
That's
and
what I saw
Martha
right there.
Stewart at the same
Check
time.
out Martha,
Right.
man.
Yeah. Here you
Oh
go.
my goodness, Martha.
And you know what? You piss her off, she might shank you. She's been in jail.
No, prison.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
just jail; it's prison,
She got
bro.
street cred.
Hard times. I mean,
Martha can
I-
make
That's
it.
America.
Dude, I wonder if Martha Stewart can make the jailhouse food.
Her and I can make a cream pie together.
Like, did she make the jailhouse food better?
yeah.
Like,
sure
suddenly
she
you're not
did.
cooking with a candle over a spring and making
I'm
grilled
sure they're
cheese and
still
shit.
using her techniques today, man. I'm sure she probably revolutionized the prison food
Right?
industry,
Probably.
right?
9-8, bottom of the 7th.
Did you guys hear about this supposed high-speed chase that Meghan and Harry got into with the paparazzi the other day?
Recently?
And now people are saying like,
Did Jimmy Kimmel get fired too?
What?
no, I don't think so.
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
You're fucking with me. I can tell from the twinkle in your eye right now.
No, I'm being dead serious.
No.
All right,
It's
well,
just,
let me
it's just
Google
a goofy eye he's got going on,
Let me
man.
Google it. Let me Google it.
No, I don't know. It just pops up on whenever I was searching the internet this morning, like MSN.
I don't think so. Let me go to Jimmy Kimmel fired in news. Did ABC fire Jimmy Kimmel? This is from April 27, where they fact-checked it, and it was not correct.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
I wonder-
Here's one from 3 hours ago.
There you go. 10 hours
See,
ago.
ABC fires Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, no, they didn't say. I think that it's
Hey, click that cancel real quick.
false.
Click that. There you go.
I fucking hate Jimmy Kimmel.
He's
Yeah,
not
no, he did
No,
not get
yeah,
fired.
he's a fucking shit ass.
So I guess it was a joke. We have some breaking news. After 20 years,
He's dumb.
on the ABC has decided
But
to
he's
part
one of
ways
those
with-
ones that I
Hey,
feel
man,
like can
if
dish it
Jay
but can't
Leno
fucking take
made
it.
Oh, Guillermo came on and said,
Guillermo.
on a personal note, I'd like to say, Jimmy, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Not a boy.
So, no, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Well, he's also been having that feud with Matt Damon for decades now.
But it's a fake feud.
Right, I love it.
Yeah. Do you know that? You know about that? At the end of every one of his shows, he says, "We're sorry, we ran out of time for Matt Damon."
Oh, yeah.
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 Sorry, apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time.
Yeah.
Did I
Matt
tell you
Damon's
guys?
like in fucking France somewhere.
Right. Did I tell you guys that I just watched Ocean's 11 for the first time? Did I tell you that?
What'd you
last week?
think?
You did. Well,
Yeah.
you didn't tell Biscuit, but you did.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I heard from last week's episode.
What did I think?
Oh, because who listens?
Yeah, my man. It was good. It was good. Good.
Did,
good
did you
movie.
like it?
Yeah, absolutely. Really liked it. I watched the Anna Nicole Smith thing that just came out on Netflix. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, here's one.
Hold
thing.
up. just real quick.
Yeah,
From
no,
what
go
I'm
for it.
understanding here,
Yes.
Dave has watched Ocean's 11
Yeah.
and the Anna Nicole Smith thing.
Yeah.
Well, folks,
Okay.
it's time for
No.
a break
So
on the
fuck
old
you, Dave.
77.
How
Some
much
music here.
time? How long is Ocean's 11? About an hour and a fucking half, isn't it? We got motherfucking time
Closer
to
to
watch
2 hours.
2 fucking movies. 4 hours. Watch 2 movies, but we can't fucking respond onto a fucking bomb ass fucking DM on Instagram.
Dick video.
Well, they're all going to be from here on out.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
No,
you
no.
motherfucker.
I already get
Whoa,
dick videos.
whoa, yeah.
Hold on. All right, fine. So
What?
let me
What?
just pull up the old message stream here, buddy.
What? Okay, yeah.
I got one that you sent me the other day. Let me tell you.
Which one?
Okay, hold on.
These are all just so funny.
This one.
Which one?
This one right here. Let me count. God,
How did you
I hope
pull-
I can get this on the big screen.
Put it on that bottom camera there.
Yeah.
The bottom.
There you go. Oh, go up. Sorry, my bad. Go up. There we go. Oh God, what the hell? Wait, what does it say? All right.
Oh God,
I
hold on.
can't see it.
Oh God, I remember this one.
It says.
I can't see it.
It says
When you forget your blanket, but your uncircumcised boyfriend got you covered.
Oh my God.
This is why you need to watch this on YouTube, folks, and or Spotify.
Oh,
you can see this wonderful
motherfucker, dude,
meme.
that
that
All
Biscuit sent
right.
me.
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
God.
Yeah, so these are the things that he gets mad at me for not
Well, see, I got-
instantly responding. Love it, bro. Love it.
I love how we just work this aggression out on the air. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So I sent this guy I work with. His name's Mike. I sent Mike this photo of this dude's hand is just up against a cage, and this monkey comes down and licks his hand,
And
then
it starts fucking his
starts
hand.
fucking his hand.
Yeah.
I have not. You need. Why have I not seen that yet?
Because you don't like any of them, Dave, or otherwise I would send them.
Oh wait, Biscuit sent it to me 3 weeks ago.
What?
He might have actually.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kidding. No, you didn't.
Oh my God!
Scotty's gonna send it to me though, aren't you, Scotty?
It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
I need that.
It's some of the most ridiculous shit I've seen.
I need
Oh,
that.
here you go, Dave. I'll send you
But
this
back to
one.
it. Dave's fucking watching Ocean's 11 with fucking Matt
first
Damon and
time.
fucking...
Oh, hey, I was talking about the Anna Nicole Smith documentary.
yeah.
What's the
So
other guy?
here is
There's
George
one,
Clooney.
There's lots of them.
here is one thing that my opinion of her changed. One thing about my opinion of her changed after watching that
What,
movie.
from Gold Digger to...
wish we
Yes,
could've-
actually. So do you remember she married that old ass oil tycoon
Yeah.
Yeah,
guy?
it was, oh God, who
It
was
was
he?
three names. Henry Marshall or some
Henry
shit.
Marshall or some shit like that, yeah.
So
Old money. Old
so
money.
here's the thing that I didn't realize. She was actually with that dude like before she became Anna Nicole Smith, before she was like really famous, and he had asked her to marry him a bunch of times, and she always told him no, and always told him that the reason why she wouldn't marry him was because she wanted to make a name for herself first, so that people wouldn't automatically assume that
Yeah.
she was a gold digger.
Daddy's money's buying it.
And then when I watched, other people that they interviewed that had been close to them and seen their relationship, I actually do really think that she really did love that guy. And I think a big part of it is the fact that the thing that both of them had in common was that everybody around them wanted a piece of their money. And I think that kind of brought them together.
Well, after he died, didn't his sons like try? Because shit, man, his sons were like 60 years old or
Right.
70 years old.
Yeah, no, there was one of her
They
sons.
were like suing for money.
Yeah, I think she had a son named like Pierce or something like
what
that.
did Anna Nicole Smith do?
She became famous because she was a centerfold in Playboy and then became Playmate of the Year.
Yeah.
Then she became famous because she was, fucked up all the time and,
She was a socialite, basically.
kind of, yeah. And then she became a spokesperson for Trim Spa. You guys remember that, Scott? There was this product called Trim Spa that she was,
Trim Spa.
selling
I'm
on-
trying to
selling
think.
on
Is that
TV.
like a milkshake or something?
Because she got really, she really got heavy.
She got huge.
She got heavy
She got
for a
fat.
while, and then
That's a happy
then
girl.
she lost a bunch of weight and started,
Trim Spa.
trying to sell this Trim Spa shit, and I they made a bunch of money.
You don't see
from her being
you
their
don't see any
spokesperson.
Trim Spa
No,
anymore.
it's not
and
around
she's gone,
anymore.
So
Yeah, it turns out Trim Spa was methadone.
She was drinking pure meth. Yes.
No, not that. No, that's not the same thing as meth. Methadone is an opiate.
No, I was just saying pure meth.
Yeah.
That was like liquid meth that we were drinking. She was staying up all night, not eating food.
And the really sad thing about it was that her son got into her methadone and he died that way too.
I'll say, wasn't her son like
she had just
18,
had
19 or something?
Yeah, she had just had a baby girl. Literally within a few days of her having that baby, she overdosed. The kid. No, sorry. Let me say that again. Within a day or two of her having that baby girl, her son overdosed and died.
Yeah.
And then it was only weeks or a couple months later that she did the same.
Yeah.
And, everybody that was around her was saying that, obviously she was heartbroken and wanted to be with her son. And so, it makes me think that her death was probably not accidental.
Well, it could have been.
At least
it could have solely been.
If nothing else, it could have been like a subconscious thing.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
only one I can think of that way is Carrie Fisher and her mom.
Yeah,
because Carrie Fisher and her mom died within like days of each other as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they claimed that was heartache.
Yeah,
because they both were really close.
I totally believe.
I can't remember Debbie. I can't remember
who. She was kind of famous in her own right.
Yeah, her mom
right?
was super famous.
Yeah,
Carrie Fisher was actually when she started out was like working on Mom's career, and now Mom was working on Carrie's.
No, I totally believe that that's a thing though that you can die of a broken heart.
Oh, for sure.
If you're grieving.
My God, yes.
To a certain point, I do believe that can kill a person.
Yeah.
And maybe that's exactly what that person wants, I don't know. Getting deep on the old 77.
You never really know, though.
Yeah.
No, you never
know.
can know, man. Like, just like all the people that I've known that have overdosed and died, I can't say that I know for sure that they didn't kill themselves.
Me
I'll
too.
never know.
Me too. I have a cousin that actually did commit suicide. His
Yeah.
father. So we were talking about this the other day, me and Jonah. My family's put on a suicide watch list back home because my grandpa committed suicide. So my grandpa was just tired of living. He was like 78 or something. Shot his dog because he didn't want anybody to bother with his dog. So he just shot his dog, Abby, called 911, said I'm going to need help, laid down, put a 45 to his temple, and pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I had a cousin who was kind of like this scenario, overdosed and died. They didn't know if it was on purpose or not. His son then, a few years later, started selling and dealing and got into it with some guys and was going to jail for a while. He was going to see some time. And instead of doing all that and dealing with it, he put a 45 in his mouth.
Yeah.
Shot himself. So many people from my family have committed suicide.
That's how Hunter S. Thompson went out, too.
Yeah.
And
what was the mama Judd? She died that way.
Yeah.
Naomi.
I think she hung herself, though, wasn't it?
I heard she shot herself.
I can't remember.
Either way, though, she still took herself out. She died by her own hand.
Let me ask you this, Scott. Do you have a certain level of respect for those people for going out that way?
No.
Because
if you really want to get deep, I'm afraid to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever commit suicide because I feel like you're damning yourself.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
You're gonna show up in the next world twice as bad.
Yeah. I've always had a fear about that too, but I also think it's a really good thing that certain states like Oregon have enacted these right to die laws where if a person is like critically ill or they're to the point of suffering so badly that they just
that I can understand.
Yeah.
Like I have
you have no other recourse.
I do feel like it should be a person's right to die on their own terms.
Yes.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
But at the same time, where do you stop with that?
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think suicide is not a thing that most people think of willy-nilly. I think it's one of those things that if you are suffering very badly and you know that you're going to die anyway and you would rather go out that way and like be able to have your family there
But if it's medical though, but what if it's a different kind of medical? What if it's mental and you have an illness?
Right.
I think it should be like more of like a terminal thing.
And that's what it is in Oregon.
I'm costing tens of thousands
I don't
of
want to
dollars.
bankrupt my family.
That's 100% right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always worry, like, what happens if I get cancer?
Yeah, because
and my family's like, oh, we're going to fight this, we're going to cure it, and then at the end of it, I die anyway.
Yeah.
And they're left with like a $300,000 bill.
Yeah, and they
can't live.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
then they
dude.
got to pay for your funeral on top of all the
same way if I got in
bills.
a wreck and turned into a vegetable, no.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing is I feel like if something like that were to happen to you, I feel like it should be your right to be able to end your life on your terms.
I can,
and a lot of people
in
are
a weird way agree.
A lot of people are
I
very.
agree with that.
A lot of people have certain beliefs about suicide, and I don't agree or disagree with any of those or disrespect any of those people, but I feel like it should be up to that person to decide. And suicide is one of those things that you can do very selfishly.
Oh, absolutely. Suicide is very selfish.
Certainly. I mean,
Most definitely.
But there's more selfish ways to do it than others, and I feel like if you do it in a way where your family knows and it's been talked about with a doctor, and everybody agrees, like, hey, this is probably the best course of action, I feel like there's honor in that, and I feel like it should be a person's right.
It's just a way of churching it up, kind of. Making
yes and no.
Kind of putting lipstick on a pig. I mean, it is what it is.
How do you feel about
sucks.
euthanizing your pet?
Oh, dude, I've had to put pets down many times.
I did 2 pets, and I will never do it again. Because I felt like I robbed those pets of their last fleeting moments.
Yeah, you felt bad about it afterwards?
I felt bad. Granted, they were in pain.
Yeah.
One of them had a stroke. One of them's kidneys were shutting down.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't want somebody to take me out of the game before my time was up. No matter how much pain I was in, because I'm still here. Because once that switches off, I don't know if it'll ever come back on.
But see, I think you could say that right now, not in pain.
No,
versus,
I am in pain, actually.
But like more of like a, like the pain is the only thing that you think of.
Yeah, I don't have pain like that. But,
yeah.
I mean, I've got a something growing on my fucking finger.
I've got a fucking twin.
Yeah, no shit. I got the Eye of Sauron growing on my finger. I have some kind of polygenic fissure of some sort that come from my dog jumping in like I had a blood blister. I popped it. My dog jumped up in my lap and her dew claw went right in it. And she just jumped right up and was like, oh, motherfucker. I never even thought of it until the other day. And I'm like, I bet that's what caused it.
Was it Maggie?
No, it was Sophia. So her shit was probably dirty anyway, so God knows what's in it.
Who knows where she's been.
Right. I mean, it's spreading too. Like my fingers getting fucking funky colors and stuff. I got a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, don't show it to him.
Show you.
That's after hours content only, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I've seen it.
I'll tell you if you want to hang around, I'll whip it out on after hours.
Absolutely, and then he'll show you the thing on his finger.
Right.
And then I'll show you the thing on his finger.
Hey, I didn't say anything about fingers. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But you can do that at patreon.com/the-old77podcast.
You want to see that?
Excuse me while I whip this
Give me
out.
$5, bitch.
So wait, yeah, that's kind of like prostitution.
Plus I've also got like I got a rib that's always moving and out and shit because I had surgery as a kid.
I mean,
I've
heard that rib pain is like some of the worst.
Oh,
pain.
Dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like this rib, it floats. So I had my ribs right here.
floater.
I got cracked open.
Yeah, we all know about it.
Yeah. That was a gnarly one, bro.
Yeah, that fucking...
And it never went back right, and that thing just, like, kind of sticks in your fucking ribs.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes further in sometimes if it's really out, and it hits you in the lung, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, well, I just know, like, people that break their ribs, man, like, they can't laugh.
No.
They can't cough, any of that shit.
They can't even
painful.
stand up.
Yeah.
Holding their core together is just, barely what's keeping them together sometimes.
Yeah, man. Fuck
But
that
like
shit.
I said, if it's like your kidneys are shut down, your liver is shut down, I mean, you have just been dealt
Right.
a terrible hand, and that you're just a most piss monster to your family when they're around. I mean, it's just nobody wants to be remembered as you remember what he was like. You don't want that. You want it to be a joyful experience.
Yeah, but not everyone's blessed with that.
For sure.
And that's why I don't think suicide is necessarily a 100% selfish action, because a person could do that and be thinking about their family, like, I don't want my family to remember me this way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always a 100% selfish.
No, it is very selfish, because you take yourself out and now you leave the fallout for your family.
Yeah, no,
I do agree with that.
I agree with that too. I agree with that too.
It still is a selfish act.
But I just mean, like, in the mind of a person that makes that decision,
and you also
they might very much also be thinking about other people. Too,
they're not, but they're not. They are. But that's very selfish, and they're not, because they never think, well, who finds me after that?
It is a double-edged sword.
Right?
type
that
deal.
ruins them, you know? That ruins
yeah,
that
dude, you're
person.
fucked
oh, my
up, bro.
God. You ever walked in on a suicide or something? Shit,
No,
bro.
thankfully not, man.
No.
Like, I've known people that have committed suicide,
I've walked
but
in
I've
on
never
death,
walked in on
but I've
it.
never seen
Yeah.
anybody take themselves out.
Yeah.
And fuck.
That's different.
I had a
Right.
friend
It is.
that
Death is different every time you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never
And
the
I
same.
hate to say it, but when you get older, you just start seeing more and more
Sure,
of it.
of
Yeah.
course.
You know?
The first memory of death, well, there's two memories of death that I can think of, and luckily I didn't witness either of them, but there was a kid when I was in like first or second grade
Yeah.
that got a hold of his, dad's gun.
Oh, my
and
God.
Shot himself and killed himself, and
Damn.
I don't know if it was on purpose or what. Then there was another kid that I used to hang out with on a pretty regular basis because he lived close to me who hung himself, and he was like 11 or 12 years old when he hung himself.
Dude, there was a kid a couple days ago hung
Really?
himself.
Really?
Around here?
Around here?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Oh,
man.
how old,
Yeah.
do you know?
Oh, shit, 13?
13.
He was bullied. I mean,
Bullied?
he was bullied on Snapchat, and I guess
That's
Well,
why I'm
from-
not going to let my kids on any of that shit.
from the way like it kind of got heard was, excuse me, that a girl must have sent him some pictures, and
Oh, my God.
it was through Snapchat.
Yeah.
And he had received them and stuff like that, and I guess like she was gonna go ruin him on it. Like
And he...
you have these pictures, and it just drove him over the edge. He hung himself.
Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened.
No.
That same exact scenario where pictures have been sent. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the other thing. Like also like the fake rape accusations
Oh,
that
I
get
hate
people
that.
get people like locked up. Bro, women got a lot of power
You're right.
I mean,
because it's literally like they do have rape tests, but
Yeah.
it's like I mean to do that everybody's gonna think it's like it's a degrading type deal.
yeah,
But
I
you
mean,
have to go through it.
even with the presumption of innocence, people are always going to look at you a little bit differently, even if you've
'Cause
just
you were
been
accused
accused.
of
Just
it.
because you've been
Right.
accused of it. So.
Here's the one from my school. You guys are talking about people dying and stuff. Let me pull this one up on the old big screen here. So this was Shayna Jarris. She was stabbed. God, dude, I don't know how many times, this poor girl. Let me get this shit off here if I can figure
Top
it
left.
out. There we go. I see it now. I got so many screens.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does it say here? It'll tell you.
She was murdered on November 1st, 95.
Yeah.
She had a small Halloween party at around 9:30 p.m.
Yep.
Her father brought one of her younger brothers over to trick or treat. Her father didn't notice anything out of the ordinary and left. The party ended around midnight. One of her neighbors reported hearing some scuffling around 4:46 a.m., but did not notice anyone enter the apartment. Furthermore, she did not hear any screams or any other abnormal sounds. Around 6:50 a.m. the next morning,
That's when they found her.
her landlady, who lived next door to the apartment, noticed that her door was ajar. She called out for her, and upon not receiving an answer, stuck her head inside to make sure everything was okay. Then she saw her fully clothed, bloody body lying
More
on
than
the ground.
50 times
Yeah.
So the funny thing is,
in her upper chest and neck area.
yeah, they fucking stabbed the shit out of this chick, and they swear, everyone back home swears they know who did it, but no one does anything. There was this kid, I swear, guys, his name was Chain, his last name was Pickle. Chain Pickle was the dude that everyone swears stabbed her, and he's like in federal prison or something right now
For something
for
else.
doing something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's just like over like 2 Mondays ago, so like 2 weeks ago, the kid
Yeah.
out here in Binder tried to rape that girl.
yeah, I think
Dude,
I
I
read
didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I think I
What?
read
I actually
on that.
know the kid. Went to school with the kid.
The kid that did it?
Yeah, and he used to. Well,
Just
I
hard
knew
up or
that.
something?
Well, I knew the. Yeah. Yeah. So what's fucked up is his name's Jacob Buell. Fuck that bitch. She was 100 pounds. He's 187 pounds.
Oh, so he's twice her.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude works out, so he's strong. Like whipped his dick out, and a whole bunch of shit like that, and like tried to rape her. It was attempted rape and attempted like sodomy or something like that.
Oh my God! Seriously, attempted sodomy?
I've got it
And-
pulled up here, Scotty.
Do you really?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at that dude.
Looks like a pretty upstanding citizen to me.
Yeah, he looks like a typical normal dude.
First degree attempted rape and first degree attempted
The
sodomy.
sodomy. He tried sticking it in her ass.
Yeah, 4:20 p.m.
He pled guilty to both of them.
He asked if he could walk with her, and she agreed. And then he started talking to her sexually, and then started grabbing her and doing other things.
Fondled her, tried to pull her pants down. Is this the girl?
No, it's an ad, bro.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
This is why the internet sucks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To identify him in his vehicle in a street lineup.
Drove a big-ass, jacked-up fucking truck with a stack out the fucking bed of it.
Something really easy to identify.
You fucking pick it out from a mile away.
What the hell is wrong with dudes?
Dude said he was sexually frustrated.
Huh.
You know, I
Bro,
get
that. Go pay somebody.
I get that you're sexually frustrated.
Is this dude like your age? Did you go to school
he's
with
26.
him? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's
a little bit younger.
Yeah. But, like, I knew who he was, and I've seen him around a whole bunch and shit like that. But
Go
it's
back
like,
up to that dude's picture, man.
I'm like, fuck you, bro.
Man.
You were twice this chick's size.
Like, that guy's eyes are too close together.
And that is what the dude is just fucked in the head.
Yeah, he looks like there's something not right there.
But and that's what he said.
That he's not right?
Yeah. He's like, I'm just sexually frustrated and just not right. I was like, no fucking shit, bro. Like, and that's the thing. Like, so he started a little contract, like, little handyman type deal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, bro, you got money rolling in.
Yeah.
Go pay somebody.
Right.
Like, if you and they'll tell you whatever you want.
Yeah, man.
You know, they'll tell you they love you.
Yeah, man.
Guys in that situation, though, I don't think are looking for love.
No.
But that's the thing. Like, you could go to them and just, like, have them downgrade you, whatever you're fucking into, bro, and get your jollies off there. But don't go to try to do shit like that to some.
They should move all these.
innocent.
They should move all these dudes to Nevada, where prostitution is legal.
Yeah.
Make sure they have a means of income.
Bro, yeah. I mean, like, but that's
Why
the
don't
thing.
we just make
know?
robots and give these guys robots?
That's coming
pay for
sooner
that
than
shit.
you think,
And be
dude.
like, you know what, bro? You fuck this robot because you're like a pedophile.
But I
right?
guarantee you, it was just. It was
dude, that's the whole thing. Is like
So you now, as a convicted
making
pedophile,
robots that look like children,
right? So now, as a
Because-
Fuck
convicted
you, bro.
pedophile, to keep you safe and sane, you can only
Chemical
fuck this
castration.
little guy right here.
Fuck no.
yeah, to keep them, you know, if
What
they've
if they
got,
claim
if
it's a
they've got,
disease? They were born this
no,
way.
you're not.
if
No, you
they've got
weren't.
this, then you don't have to worry about them messing with your.
So back
Yeah,
in
you do.
Rome,
yeah,
in
no, I
ancient
think you
Rome,
do.
little
You
boys
do.
were on the table, right? Boys,
100%.
men, they'd
Right.
fuck anything.
Right.
You want to fuck this rabbit? You know?
Wait, are you asking me?
Wascally
just-
wabbit.
Yeah. This one didn't make a left
I got
turn
rabbits
at
in my house. I live in the
Albuquerque.
woods, bro.
I got options.
I got deer too.
I would be afraid, though, that the rabbit would be the one from the Holy Grail.
I saw a bobcat once.
How much you want to bet I could fuck that bobcat on the run?
On the run.
Meow. What noise do bobcats
Right.
make? It's definitely not me.
100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
meow.
a spot on impression.
Yeah, definitely. It's
I
definitely-
was scared. I thought there was a bobcat.
I
in
know
here.
you did. I know you did.
There it is again.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh, my God.
Things have devolved, folks.
They
This
have.
is what
But
happens
like that's
on
the
this
thing.
show.
It's like think about it. When you were younger, you jerked off to the fucking Playboy pictures. Then you upgraded to the
Oh, yeah.
internet. You always upgraded. That's
Well,
how that would be. You fuck a fleshlight and upgrade eventually.
do you guys want me to show
Unless
you?
you're Dave fucking Jordan.
Absolutely.
20 years
It's
strong.
good to have both options.
You know, Maybelline's still holding strong, and she's got a firm grip. So.
Do you guys want me to show you the first porn site I ever frequented when I
Yeah.
was like a teenager?
Oh, my God.
I think it still exists.
Playboy.
I think we should put it back on my internet. Let's
Nope.
do this.
Yep, here it is. It's still here. It's called the Huns Yellow Pages.
No
Oh my God.
way.
Yeah, here it is. And it's nothing but it's pictures now. It used to be
We're dinged on YouTube.
so it used to just be like descriptions. Like you would click on it and it was just descriptions of what was in the videos or the links. Well, now they got pictures, I guess.
Hey, you know
Been
what?
a while since I've been there.
Let's roll on over and we'll check that out on Patreon.com. So if you're a Patreon patron,
Yeah.
It was like I was going for the articles, and
see
they've
what we're
got picture
talking
books
about.
now.
oh my God.
Picture books. Picture books.
So anyway, you can check all that out over at patreon.com.
Oh, this
Goodness.
is just a little snippet.
Hit us a little something on the way out there, Dave.
This definitely deserves a like and a
Yeah, at least,
subscribe on YouTube.
If you've made it this
Because
far,
that
then
was
100%.
fucking gold.
Oh
We have
my
fun,
God.
folks. We have
Oh,
fun.
shit.
So thank you for hanging out with us. Like I said, you can keep the show going at patreon.com/the old77 podcast. There we'll actually show you a little bit more what we were talking about and other things. And like I said, it's just simply for the cost of a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
A venti.
You get the big dog a month, you get one of those. You get tons of stuff from us here at the Old 77 and access to over 200 episodes that you've not seen yet.
And shout it out every week.
That's right.
Oh, fuck.
Jinx.
That was cute as fuck.
Jinx.
That was cute as fuck. Make out.
All right.
Wait, save that for after hours.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Fuck
We'll
you
see y'all
slurping
next
so
week.
hard.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. Peace out.
For a
Check your DMs,
transcript of the
Dave.
Old 77 podcast, write down everything
Not
the
right now.
boys say.
Not right now.